Now, I've seen a lot of people talk about how they would rather die than work a 9 to 5 job. And to summarize all of these discussions, it's about the push towards entrepreneurship, but unfortunately, it doesn't work out for a lot of people. And the reason why I'm giving this notice out at the end of the day is because we just saw a spike in unemployment. And this could actually affect a lot of people because the last time we saw numbers this high was realistically around the 2008 crisis. And you already know how that went. Now, this video is not to dissuade you from chasing your dreams and starting your own business. It's just to make you think about some things. Every video that I see is someone talking about how they're working a job that they hate, but not all 9 to 5 jobs are bad. See, many jobs are purposeful careers that people find joy in. They help with benefits, they pay for income, and they provide other things. But the overall structure of working a 9 to 5 is making sure that you have a good work-life balance. And now this is gonna equate into many things, like making sure that you're in a profession that you enjoy, making sure that it pays well, making sure that the benefits are good, making sure that the overall organization is something that you even wanna work in. But it doesn't mean that it has to be a soul-sucking experience. See, like with many things, you're gonna have to find purpose. And there's no difference from a job. Even if you start a business, you're gonna have to find purpose and you're gonna have to wanna work in the business. And this can come in the form of you wanting to work in that industry, you enjoy it, you've always enjoyed it since you were a kid, but if you can't find this, then obviously this is gonna hurt you. And I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that half of the job is enjoying it or enjoying the profession that you work in, because if you don't at least like showing up to work or showing up to do what you're working on, you're gonna hate it even more. And I feel like social media glamorizes the whole entrepreneurship. Not everything is as easy as starting a drop shipping business and making $10,000 a month. Unfortunately, you're going to struggle whenever you're building up anything. The whole idea of dropping what you're doing and going to start a business is unfortunately going to hurt a lot of people because what they're seeing isn't what they're going to experience. And this is why you shouldn't quit your day job, or at least yet, because what you need to be doing is building your main source of income while on the side a side hustle. And until this side hustle can even compete with your main income, you shouldn't even think about quitting. Because let's be real, the whole 9 to 5 anti-rhetoric is coming from people that are essentially burnt out and underpaid, and there's a way around this. But before I get into this next point, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. See, you can call it burnout, you can call it a midlife crisis. Essentially, you're not fulfilled, whether in the role that you're filling or how much you're getting paid or something else. And if you're feeling overall lost, you're not alone. A lot of people are feeling this. And at the end of the day, you have to understand that you have to pay your bills, especially if people are relying on you. People think that quitting their job is all of a sudden going to change everything. Not a lot of people like working. It's just built in human nature. You're not going to like doing something that you're not doing for yourself. But even if you were doing for yourself, you'd realize the struggle of employment, of other people's benefits, relying on others, because if your business fails, it's all on you. And if you show up to work and that business fails, then you don't really care. So what you need to do is try and find purpose in whatever career or profession that you actually want to work in. Because realistically, you're always going to be chasing that elusive dream job. If you want to work in tech and unfortunately you're trapped somewhere, maybe working retail, maybe you need to start struggling into pursuing a tech job. And obviously working at an entry-level position in the dream industry that you want to work in is still going to be better than struggling working a 9 to 5 in a position that you hate. And regardless, in 2024, you're going to have to work on multiple sources of income for your household. Whether it's you and your partner are working or you're having multiple jobs, you might as well have a job that you enjoy. And one of the best strategies that people don't talk about is working your main job while working on a business side hustle in an industry you enjoy. This way, it feels like a hobby, but you may be paid for it. This way, your main income is essentially paying your bills, but you're building up a hobby that you're also enjoying. But realistically, the strategic way of working that a lot of people don't want to hear is that there's no fast way to make money. You can't think in the forms of weeks or months. You have to think in years or decades. There are books like Millionaire Next Door that essentially teach you that if you slowly compound and invest your money over time, you will be a millionaire. See, in the past few years, there's been a growth mindset online that has been forcing people realizing that they can't do this. And if you were to go by the numbers, 90% of startups fail. So why would you just jump into the deep end while quitting your job? And at the end of the day, I'm not hating on you chasing your dream. You just need to understand that there's more steps that you need to think about.